What is causing your knee pain? Not just any knee pain, but the kind of pain that's on the outer edge. Might wrap around the side a little bit, but I'm going to tell you what could be causing this and what you can do about it. Now, knee pain down the side of your knee, if you're feeling it off to the side of your knee, oftentimes that's coming from your IT band. It could even be called something that's called IT band syndrome, okay? So what this is just an irritation of these connective tissues on the side of your knee. And there's a couple things that could be causing it. It could be really tight hip flexors and tight hamstrings, which are making these side muscles work overtime. And then the other thing that could be causing it are some weak glutes, especially if you step a lot. That knee is going to wobble in or out when you have weaker glutes, and every time that knee wobbles in or out, it puts pressure on the side of your knee. So let me show you a few stretches that you can do to release that tension, and then some strengthening exercises that are gonna help it feel so much better. So the first stretch is this kneeling hip flexor stretch. Like I said, if this muscle is really tight, these side muscles, your IT band, has to work overtime. So we gotta release this hip flexor. So we're gonna tuck the tail under, press that hip bone forward, and you're gonna feel that stretch through the hip flexor. And I know it feels counterintuitive. Your brain is telling you, shouldn't I stretch the thing that's hurting? No, it's hurting because these surrounding tissues are really, really tight, okay? So we gotta get this hip flexor stretched out. So tailbone is tucked, you're pressing your hip bone forward. Don't just dump into this stretch where you feel your low back arching a lot. Keep it up pretty tight where that tailbone has to stay tucked, otherwise you won't get that stretch. So you're gonna feel that nice pull here, and you're gonna reach the arm up high up to the sky to add a little bit extra if you want. So you've probably heard that with IT band pain, you want to foam roll that IT band, but not necessarily, okay? The area that you wanna roll actually is your glutes. So let me show you how to do that. So sitting on your roller, and I'm using the Rolga here. This is my favorite roller because it really gets a little bit deeper. I actually have a link that you can go get yourself one of these Rolgas. They are a game changer, okay? So sitting on this roller, you're gonna lean your hips to the side so that one glute is primarily being worked here. And you can just move in a circular motion, rolling out those deep hip socket muscles, and we can intensify it by crossing one leg up over the other leg, rolling all the way to the outer edge of that hip, towards the inner edge of the hip, really kind of exploring the full range of your glute muscle. And this is gonna release some of that pressure up at the top of the hip. Now, if you want to do the side at all, the area that I would recommend is right at the top of the hip, okay? So you're gonna have that bottom leg out straight, top leg is gonna step in front, and we're just going to roll the top 6 inches of that IT band. This muscle is kind of the big worker here down the side of your leg. It's not necessarily a muscle that needs to be long, so we don't have to do any aggressive stretching with it, but releasing some of this tension by foam rolling it can be really helpful. Okay, so let me show you a few strengthening exercises that are gonna really help that knee pain also. So the best strengthening exercises are gonna be ones that really strengthen your glutes. The stronger your glutes are, the more stable your knee is, and the less pressure you're gonna feel on the outside of that knee. So the first exercise is just your basic bridge. This is probably the most foundational glute exercise that you could do. Everyone should be a master at doing the bridge. So you're laying on the floor on your back, just squeeze your buns really tight and then push your hips up into the air. Make sure that you're not overarching. Just come about to neutral and then slowly let your hips back down. So you're gonna do a bunch of these glute bridges, and then once you feel like you're mastering those, let's do them on one leg. So you're gonna take one foot off the floor, extend it up in the air, and push through one leg to lift both hips evenly, making sure that your hips are not rocking side to side, and then slowly lower right back down. So we're really working just that one glute here. That knee, you might feel it wants to wobble in or out. Keep that knee tracking perfectly straight forward, and that's gonna really help strengthen that glute in a one-legged motion, which transfers to a happier knee. Now, let me show you another exercise that you can do using a band, okay? So just take a mini band. I've got these mini bands too. I'm gonna link them down for you down in the description if you wanna get yourself some mini bands. So pull your band on around your knees, kind of a medium intensity band. And I like to put it just above my knees, but you can also place it right below your knees if that's more comfortable for you. Make sure it's nice and flat. Find yourself in a bit of a half squat position. That band is trying to pinch your knees together. You want to push out against the band with your hips out behind you. We're just going to take one knee, let it drop inward, and then pull it out to the side. These are called banded hip turnouts. Okay, so your knee is just kind of dropping inward and outward. If it puts pressure on it to drop your knee too far inward, don't go that far, just come to neutral. It's all about the outward action that matters most. And you're gonna feel your hip doing the majority of the work here. So we've got these banded hip turnouts. And then if you're up for a little bit more of a challenge, this is a good balance challenge. These are fun. They're called banded fire hydrants. Okay, so we're sitting, feet are a little closer together, sitting down in a half squat. We're just gonna take one leg and pull it out to the side. Really carefully, knees are still bent. This standing leg is really stable, really strong. That knee is not going anywhere. We're just using this hip to pull this knee out to the side. So you're gonna feel that glute firing up big time here. And these exercises are gonna transfer to much stronger glutes. And then also those stretches are gonna help relieve a lot of that tension that's pulling through the outside edge of your knee, that IT band area. Your knee is gonna feel so much better. If you need more help for knee pain issues, I have another video that I want you to check out. I'm gonna link it for you here. All right, friend, go look at that. I'll see you over there. Thanks again for watching.